will now dwell in your hearts. For one thing, what is the function? That Christ may dwell in your heart. Please, you can write this down. Until Christ dwells in your heart, you will live all your life without seeing God. Write it down, and I would like us to look at it. What is the meaning that if Christ is not dwelling in my heart, I will live all my life without seeing God? You can talk about God, you can hear about God, but it's different from seeing and meeting Him. If Christ has not taken over the leadership of your heart, it will be difficult for your life to see all of God and who He is. Our heart is the gate for ascension. The Bible says that if your eyes is what? Is single, your whole body is full of light. Right. That Christ may dwell in our heart. Christ may dwell in our heart. Christ may do what? Dwell in our heart. That Christ may dwell where? In our heart. Christ is the only personality that can give us access to God. He is the one that shows us the way to meet the Father. That Christ may dwell in our heart. I want to show you something here. The Bible says that Christ may dwell in our heart by faith. Is by what? By faith. It means that faith is the gate. Faith is the thing that makes Christ. It's the only transaction that will make that possibility a reality. Faith. I said something a few days ago as the Lord was beginning to indict in my spirit man and show me depths and show me things that are of great value. The Lord began to show me things. I said that faith is the highest seed, planted in man to engage in the highest trading in the spirit. Faith, listen, is the highest what? Seed. Is a seed. Jesus said, if you have what? If your faith is like the mustard seed, you can command this mountain to move and it shall be so. Jesus said, have faith in God. Hello. Now, this is what I said. Faith is the highest seed planted in man to engage in the highest trading floor in the spirit. That is what faith is. Now, if the love of God, if Christ has not dwelled in you, by faith, you cannot be able to trade in the spirit.
Sir, you'd like to go about that statement again?
Faith is the highest seed planted in man to engage in the highest trading in the spirit. Did you hear that? Now, I say it again. Faith in God is why life in heaven is locked in codes that time cannot interpret. Let me say it again. Faith in God is why life in heaven is locked up in codes. And time cannot interpret that reality. Time. Can I say this so that you understand better? Time is a little factor to faith. Time is a little factor. Time, faith does not live in time. Faith doesn't live in time. Faith lives in eternity. And it is by faith that we can meet with the reality of what is the challenge in time. The challenges of time can be solved by faith, because it is the substance that is from heaven or from eternity. Are you following me? Hello?
substance is in heaven already.
Yeah. Now faith
So
is.
faith brings it.
Yes.
to
Now
reality.
faith is the substance of things what? The evidence of things.
Not seen.
By it, the elders obtained by.
A good report.
So it means that the elders couldn't have any report until they interacted with faith. By it, elders obtained a good report. And we understand that the words were framed
By the word of God.
by the word of God, which is faith. The words, not the word, the words was put in view or set in motion by the instrumentality of what?
Of faith. But the faith must be activated by us.
That's why the Bible says that what faith without works is what?
It's dead.
The Bible says that faith cometh by what?
Yeah.
And what?
Yeah.
And what? So it means that if I lock my ears from hearing, I'll lock out what? So it means that faith cometh. He said it come. So it means faith can also
Go.
Oh my. Oh, okay. It comes. So if I open myself to that which comes, I open myself to the life, the lifeline of heaven that transmits and transforms the entire expressions of man. Faith is a spirit reality. It's like when you pray for the sick or you pray for a dead man. Now, time said that if man dies, he cannot come back. Time, that is the factor of time. Here, man died, he can't return. Faith says man died, there is a reality that he can be called back into his body. So faith, what you will factor or do in time, the labor of years and time that you put to achieve something in time, in faith you can achieve it without that labor. In other words, the man that died, the young man that died, and they were carrying him out from the city of Nain. The father was already dead. Am I saying something here? Jesus came to that city. Was he called?
No, sir.
Did they invite him? Okay, what about the woman with the issue of blood? She said in her heart that I will only touch. Now remember, my friends, remember, she has been suffering for how many years?
12 years.
How many years?
12.
Suffering for how many years? She had wasted everything she had. Everything she had been wasted. And she was weak. Number 3, she was smelling. Now, and she was confronted with so many obstacles. The obstacle of the crowd. Number 1. Number 2, the obstacle of who? Of the disciples.